この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。Okay, the trailer should be starting pretty soon. I would believe it should be. Just need to bring up the channel. I don't know whether or not we should watch from Twitch or YouTube. Okay, I guess it's happening on Twitch, I guess. Is it? Oh, I guess we have to keep a watch on social media. Because I don't see anything on YouTube. Keep an eye on our YouTube channel and tune in. It's like 5 minutes before 6 a.m. Pacific time. Okay, yeah, like literally keep an eye on their YouTube channel. Let me just bring up the page real quick. Yeah, it's right there. So now we just gotta wait. And now we wait. Maybe I actually just DM anyone to see if they're catching the trailer too. Well, I guess we're all waiting then. There's a bunch of other Pokemon videos I need to catch up on the YouTube channel anyways. I'll be sure to, like, watch it afterwards. I think, how many new Pokemon... Well, there's Wiglet. I saw the images of Wiglet on the internet. Is it just Wiglet? What was the last major Pokemon video I saw for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet? I saw pictures of Grafai. I haven't seen the Seek Your Treasure trailer. I think that's the latest full trailer we got. So that's like 3 Pokemon videos I need to catch up on. So that's 3 videos right there. Maybe I should watch the competitive play trailer. Otherwise, I don't see anything else Yeah, I probably have like a bunch of trailers I had to catch up on. I don't remember if I saw this one. The Paldea region. Well, one video at a time. We'll just have to catch the one that's happening real soon anyways. Oh, I can't wait to be back on my Switch again, so that way I can actually finish my playing some Legends Arceus at some point. Because I want to shiny hunt and I want to play my Nintendo Switch a game. Yeah, I want to play my Nintendo Switch games again, like, really badly. uh, Times have changed, people moved on. Times are different. It is what it is. I should probably get some water on deck. Okay, so let's see here. It seems like... Alright, let's refresh the page. Um, Hello? It is exactly 6 a.m. Pacific time. Can you also make sure that I'm... Let me check my timeline to make sure that I'm actually functional right now. Sound test 1 2 1 2. Okay, yeah, sound is working. Come on, Pokemon. Don't dawdle, don't delay us. Or is it on Twitter again? They usually... sometimes they would post it on Twitter before they put it on YouTube. They have a new... They uploaded a new GIF, but that's not a trailer. Yeah, that's not a new trailer, that's a GIF. See, they said to keep an eye on their YouTube channel, so... I'm refreshing the page over and over, I don't see nothing. Wait, hold on a second. The trailer's supposed to be up already. Oh, there it is. Alright, pause the music. It's a 15-minute trailer. What the heck? What is this video stacked with? Hold up a second. Let's make sure this audio is in the VOD first. Holy, what are we in for?
All right, everyone. It's almost time to begin your journeys in the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games. Are you ready? You'll get to catch Pokemon, raise them, and battle them as you embark on an adventure where the familiar charms of the Pokemon series evolve into a new experience. As a student at an academy in the Paldea region, you'll take part in an independent study program called the Treasure Hunt. And you'll search this vast world for a precious treasure of your very own. But hey, at this point,
hey,
you probably knew all that already, right?
Good morning,
Here's
my dude.
something we hope even you well-informed viewers will enjoy.
Dude, this video's 15 minutes long.
4 particular trainers' journeys in Paldea. Now, let the adventures begin. This trainer is battling a Pokemon called Lechonk.
It's our champion Lechonk!
It's proud of its nose, which it uses to sniff out delicious food.
Dude, it's our champion Lechonk. I remember when the whole internet flipped out over this reveal.
Look! Quaxly terastallized.
Oh hey, it's that combat gimmick that takes... Wow.
Terastallizing is a phenomenon unique to the Paldea region, but all Pokemon can do it.
This video already put you to sleep? Well, it just started. If it's too long, you probably went to sleep anyways.
What's that over there? Is that a glowing Pokemon? It seems to be a Jigglypuff. But why is it shining so bright? Better approach it slowly and start a battle. Whoa! It terastallized! Looks like this Jigglypuff has the water type for its Terra type. Apparently these sparkly wild Pokemon will terastallize in battle.
Honestly, the terrestrialize thing is like... It feels like a culmination of, like, Z moves with Mega Evolutions and Dynamaxing. It feels like a culmination of the ideas.
Dealing enough damage to a wild Terra Pokemon causes its terastallization to come undone. Now, throw a Pokeball!
Oh, that's the combat gimmick, Dark. Terrestrializing.
Nice. The wild Jigglypuff was caught. Some Pokemon, like this Jigglypuff, have a Terra type completely different from their
It's called
regular
Terra
type.
typing.
Any Pokemon is capable of having any of the 18 different types as its Terra type. What's this? Quaxly's out there in the world, charging straight toward that Litleo. Looks like Quaxly battled Litleo on its own and won.
Hey,
That's
69.
because the trainer gave Quaxly the Let's Go command. Using Let's Go will send your lead Pokemon out onto the field to battle. If a Pokemon gets sent out toward an item, it'll go pick it up, just like Quaxly here. What a useful command for searching your surroundings. These Pokemon are so helpful, giving their all for their partner. Next, the trainer opens his map to see where he wants to go. You can set a place as your destination to keep yourself on track as you go. Then we can hop atop the legendary Pokemon Miraidon and get going.
Hey, it's our
And what
boy,
have we here?
girl?
It's a base
Our legendary?
belonging to Team Star, the school troublemakers. Starfall Street, one of the 3 major stories that will make
Wait,
up
what?
your
That's the new
Paldean
team?
adventures,
Team Star?
will unfold in bases like this one.
Is it
Time
just
to
more
face
bullies?
Team
Wow.
Star. Our trainer rang the bell and barged into the base. That takes some guts. But things look bad.
It's not a group of gangs anymore. Is it just bullies now? Like every generation has to have bullies?
We'll need to use Let's Go to defeat Team Star's Pokemon.
It's Wiglet. It's our boy Wiglet.
There we go. All the grunts have been defeated at last. Oh wait, is that some kind of tricked out car? It is. And atop it is Mela, the boss of Team Star's fire crew. She's obviously tough. It's easy to see why she's a boss. Time for
Man,
you
I
to
miss
train
the
your
old teams,
Pokemon to
honestly.
battle.
I really miss the old teams. What
You'll
has,
have
like,
to
the
wait for your
teams
own
of
adventures to see
Pokemon
how
become?
a battle like this plays out. Now, let's check in on another trainer. How's her adventure going? Aha! She's using the TM machine.
Oh,
at the
you can
Pokemon
make
Center.
TMs? What?
The TM
What?
machine lets you make your own TMs, also known as technical machines, using materials Pokemon drop when you defeat or catch them.
We've become full-on RPG mode here. I dig it. I can vibe with it.
Now, where will she go next? Seems to be a desert-like area under a blazing sun.
Oh, look
Just
at that
looking
crab.
at it is enough to make you thirsty. Oh, her Rotom phone is ringing. Sounds like Arvin, her friend in the next grade up, needs some help.
Well, on the bright side, at least Pokemon is not a linear
To
game
give
anymore,
Arvin a
so you can do
hand, the
whatever.
trainer's headed to a rock face where a Titan lurks. This is one of the stops on the Path of Legend, a story where you'll seek out legendary herbs called Herba Mystica. There it is, a gigantic Titan Pokemon.
Hey,
Time to
Titan!
battle.
Yo, remember when we did these kind of battles in
Right off
Pokemon
the
Sun
bat,
and Moon?
There's Icy Wind,
Poggies.
the move our trainer taught Drifloon earlier. Icy Wind lowered the Titan Cloth's speed.
The Totem
stat.
Pokemon. Yeah, remember when Totem Pokemon?
Drifloon terastallized to become a grass
I miss
type.
Totem Pokemon battling. This is a really good
Terrablast,
callback.
a new move that changes type to match
Yeah, I'm
the
really
user's
glad
Terra
Pokemon is
type
no
when
longer
the user
linear
is
in this game.
terastallized.
Like, you can go
That
wherever
ought
you
to be
want.
handy for a Pokemon with a Terra type different from its
And the
regular
gym leaders
type.
are not, like,
Looks like Cloth
set
suddenly
levels.
got somewhere else to be. Wait, what's our trainer doing now of all times? Looks like she's taking a little break from adventuring to trade Pokemon with a friend. And over here, her trade partner has received Girafarig. Seems like she immediately added Girafarig to her team, and she's gonna let it run around in the field and train
Ghost
up
having
for
grass.
some
We
battles.
technically have Ghost Grass Pokemon. Hey, Venonat is back. Let's go.
Oh, could Girafarig be evolving? Hang on.
Wait, that's
Did its
new?
tail become its head? Or is its head wearing its
Freak.
tail?
What?
What an unexpected evolution! Seems
Is
like
that a new
Girafarig
evolution?
has evolved into Farigiraf. In the Paldea region's Pokédex, you can see photos of Pokemon
Yeah,
as well
Pumpkaboo.
as information about them.
Pumpkaboo
so you
and
can
its
get to know
evolution.
them even better.
And we also have the tree Pokemon. If you forgot about
Let's
those two.
check out the town of Artisan next. It looks like one big park. Now that the trainer's Pokemon have gotten stronger, it seems she's made her way to a gym. She's following Victory Road, the story where you'll conquer all 8 gyms to achieve champion rank. Nimona, the battle-loving trainer who'll show you the ropes, is all fired up. Before you can battle a gym leader, you'll first have to pass the gym test at their gym. Better get started right away.
Wait, why are these Pokemon moving at below 30 frames per second?
All right, that's the gym
What's wrong with the
test
frame rates?
passed. Time to battle the gym leader. Here comes Gracias, the grass-type gym leader, with a striking entry.
Oh my god, it's flippin' Fido. Wait, is he? Oh, he's using the combat gimmick. Oh,
Whoa!
great. What's next?
Sudowoodo terastallized and became a grass type.
But we already have grass and rock type. It's gonna become
Are you gonna be okay,
worse.
Fido? How's our trainer gonna handle this one?
I mean, we've done gym tests before in previous games.
Aha! She's gonna fight back by having her own Pokemon terastallize.
Flying type?
Fido became a flying type.
I knew
That
it.
should give it an edge against this grass-type Sudowoodo.
No, that's only gonna be normal
no
damage.
matter who or what you're up against.
Grass
With
and
some
rock
smart
cancel each other out, my
terastallizing, you'll
dude.
have nothing to fear. I
Dude.
can't wait to see how battles will unfold between terastallized Pokemon.
I would choose a different element, my dude. Come on. Even Darknose here.
This trainer's heading into a hair salon to spice things up.
Hey, character customization, let's go.
Wow,
We back
look
at it,
all these
boys and
options.
girls,
How
and
are you
non-binary
supposed to
pals.
choose?
And the character models are
Huh.
not too shabby. I've
I
seen
kinda
worse.
want to try that hairstyle too. And now
Eye
to
shape?
complete the look.
Oh,
Plenty
they're
to
going
choose
more
from
in depth here.
too. I feel like I could spend all
Lashes,
day on this.
contact lenses, lips.
And while you're trying out all sorts of styles, you can whip out the camera app and go snap, snap, snap. Looks like this trainer found a perfect
They're
style.
actually like
Line up a
trying
good
to
shot and snap.
get in touch
Now
with the
they've
Gen
updated their
Zers
profile
with this
picture.
game, honestly.
Looking back on photos you've taken of scenic vistas or memorable moments.
Yeah, they're
with
definitely
beloved
trying to be in
Pokemon
touch
is
with
just
Gen
one
Z
more
people
way
with
to
this
enjoy
game.
your adventure. And now it's picnic time with Pokemon.
Hey! Social activity.
When Pokemon have gotten
You can
dirty
clean your
from a long
Pokemon
journey,
again.
A nice scrub and shower gets them
I
all
remember
clean.
doing this on the 3DS. This is so
Looks like
cute.
It feels nice too.
Dude,
Before
that's so
having lunch,
cute.
Pokemon can get out some energy by
Look at
playing
look at
with
the
a
legendary too. He's just
ball. You
vibing.
can just tell how much fun they're having.
Yo, this is super adorable.
Oh wow, could this be a Pokemon egg?
Wait,
Apparently, eggs can sometimes be found during picnics.
Some stray parent leaves
And
their eggs
now,
behind?
the moment we've been waiting for.
What?
Sandwich time.
We can make
This trainer came
sandwiches.
prepared with plenty of ingredients they bought in town. It can be tough deciding which sandwich to make. This one may be a little overstuffed. It might not hold together.
I just gotta make the best sandwich, the best sandwich ever from Adventure Time.
Just gotta put the bread on top and finish it off with a pick. Done. Let's see how it tastes. Oh, looks like it's a hit with everyone.
I feel like it would be a bit more like immersive if they took the sandwich model and just ate it, took a bite out of it. You know how they took like a spoonful of curry in the previous Pokemon Sword and Shield?
Photo with these satisfied Pokemon. Where to go next? Oh hey, looks like more of our trainer friends have shown up.
Oh, right, it's a
they're
shared
gonna
world
take on
game.
A Terra Raid battle. Can these trainers work together to defeat the Terra Pokemon before time runs out?
Oh yeah, this is Dynamax all over again. Dude.
Their opponent is a Chansey that's terrestrialized into a ghost type. What kind of fight will the strong,
The frick?
sparkling Chansey put up?
Oh, just use Dark type moves, honestly. Just use Dark type forehead. Making pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Exactly.
It's really powerful. These trainers
No, just
better
use-
stay determined, band together, and strike back.
I thought like having a normal type would cancel out like the ghost type move, wouldn't it? Unless they changed it?
If your Pokemon gets knocked out in a Terra Raid battle, don't worry.
I would just bring a Dark type into this.
It can recover and rejoin the fray.
So is it
Hang
like
in there,
Dynamaxing
Sableye.
where you could defeat it and then like you
Along
can
with
capture
using
it?
your Pokemon's moves,
Oh, there's a
you
timer
also have
bar.
the option to support your allies by cheering.
Yeah, there's a
It's all
timer
about
bar
teamwork.
below the boss's HP.
Watch how
Interesting.
the battle's going and decide how you'll handle the fight and work with your fellow trainers. Almost there. Keep it up.
Yeah, right. We're here like, no, I could have used that move versus that move. Oh, can I capture it?
Wow! That was a beautiful Terra Raid battle victory! And with it comes the chance to catch this Terra Pokemon! When you join forces to win your battles, the bonds between friends and Pokemon shine even brighter.
The power of friendship. Wait, does it actually help if we have like more people and it increases the capture rate?
Alright! That Chansey with a
I
rare
need to
Terra
know.
type is now part of the team.
Does it actually help to do a full
So,
raid
what'd you
battle?
think? While you were getting a look at these four trainers' journeys, did you spot a glimmer of something that could become your personal treasure? Encounters with Titan Pokemon? Face-offs with Team Star? Taking on gyms? There's plenty more to be said about all these things, of course. What you just saw was only a glimpse of the adventures awaiting you in the Paldea region. Which Pokemon will you choose? Who will you meet? What sort of exciting adventures will you have? It's all up to you. Your adventures are right around the corner. May they shine bright.
Here's what I'm like missing out on. This is like what I'm like really missing out on. There's like a lot of exciting features here and there, but my dude, do we have an overarching story? It's probably because I missed out on with the previous trailers. I'm missing out on some context and stuff. I feel like this is a lot of like in-game mechanics that like we need to get familiar with before the game's official release in November and whatnot. But I feel like I'm missing out on some context and whatnot. I need to watch some previous videos to get like some understanding of stuff, because like the only thing I was disappointed with in that overall 15 minutes was like the introduction of Team Star, because it's like it just cemented the core design that the current teams are now just common bullies rather than like gang members like the previous Pokemon entries. Other than that, I really love how the giant Pokemon, the Pokemon Titans, are a callback to the totem Pokemon for Pokemon Sun and Moon, and that we still have the raid feature, the raid battles from Pokemon Sword and Shield. The one thing that really surprised me, the two things that surprised me about that video was like the expanded amount of customization we have on our character, as well as what was the other thing? Oh, TM crafting. TM crafting. I know it's like a staple feature for RPG games to do like crafting here and there, but like being able to make TMs from stuff you find in the field, woohoo! That actually reminds me of like the Cramorant machine, the Cramomatic or something, in which you throw a bunch of random stuff and you poof, you get something that hopefully you need. But yeah, like as you can see here, Dark, we have like ghost grass and ghost grass over here. Let's see. What's this Wiglet video everybody's raving about? This thing is a literal meme. So it's a pure water type, but is it good? I would hope it's not slow. I like how memey it looks, though.
Go, Wiglet!
That thing is so flippin' weird. I don't know if I want to get it or not. Maybe I should pre-order. I probably would like to flex that Pikachu, but do I want to have a flying-type Pikachu? But that would be like having Zapdos all over again, you know? Yeah, it would be like having like Zapdos, because Zapdos is also electric flying. There's other electric flying Pokemon out there. I don't even know if I actually... I don't know if I want a flying-type Pikachu. Would that put me at a disadvantage? The good thing is that, like, the weaknesses change. So instead of Pikachu being weak to ground type, Pikachu would just be weak to rock and ice. And that would justify me having Pikachu, like, no Iron Tail. Or, like, some fighting type move. Ash's Pikachu knows Iron Tail, which is a really amazing counter against rock and ice. But the thing is that it has a 75% accuracy. And in the words of a specific YouTuber, if it ain't 100%, it's 50%. And in all honesty, like, Mans has got a point. Anyways, let's see if this, actually, no, let's watch Rafai. I've seen pictures of this Pokemon, just not the actual video. The graffiti Pokemon. Looks like Smeargle has competition now. Normal poison? Is that a good typing? Normal poison? Hold on. I gotta Bulbapedia this stuff. Is that a good typing? Okay, so I think fighting type moves would eventually become normal damage because fighting type moves are not effective against poison types. And so it's not completely weak to fighting, which is nice because that's normal type's only weakness. However, it's still primarily weak to ground and psychic type moves. So if you just treat it as a normal like poison type, then And just a typical poison type, and it seems okay. All right, let's look at the other videos that I'm like missing out on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet because I haven't really been catching up on this game for a while. Cyclizar. Isn't that just another substitute move? Also, is Cyclizar like a pre-evolution? I don't know if I want to get set Titan. It's a walking whale, but that's as much as I'll say about it. Wait a minute. Terrestrializing might make that Pokemon busted. Oh. Oh yeah. Yeah, giving an additional type would really strengthen, like, the typing. Really? That's a busted item, dude. Multi-hitting moves hitting more than 5 times? That is so busted. Wait, that's Rock, Dark, and Ghost. Dude. I think terrestrializing, honestly, is just gonna make, like, Pokemon comp just so flippin' borked. With the additional typings and stuff, that is unbelievable. Flippin' unbelievable. Oh my goodness. Let me watch this actual 3-minute trailer and see what I've been missing out on. They see me rolling. That Pokemon looked cool. Yeah, this doesn't feel completely original, my dudes. I don't really feel the getting threatened by a cool villains vibe from these guys. Wait, what's that Pokemon again? Can somebody give me that dude's backpack? That is loaded. Cloth. An original design. So that thing's like a rock type, but another rock type dude? How many rock types do we need? Wait, we're on Victory Road already? Oh, she's got legs. She's got long legs. And her hair. Nemona's design seems pretty cool. Definitely stands out a little bit more. Yeah, why are the Sunflora running at a better frame rate than the Sunflora in the video we watched before? Sporelive. No. Why does that dude remind me of that one character from Fire Emblem Three Houses? I kind of was given the impression that, like, Pseudo-Wudo is a grass type at first. because it looks like a literal tree. Oh, those two look so cool. What the heck? Yeah, I think terrestrializing is just gonna be like super flippin' ridiculous for comp. Yeah. That one specific character from Three Houses. Also, welcome on in, Kirby. I'm just trying to catch up on some Scarlet Violet videos I've been missing out on. Two things that grab my attention so far. One is the callback of totem battles from Pokemon Sun and Moon with Pokemon Titans, and being able to craft TMs from stuff you find in the wild. Also, new Pokemon that I haven't really seen and studied yet. Other than that, like, not really appealed by Team Star, just like how I wasn't really appealed by Team Yell in the previous game. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, I can't really. I'm pretty sure, like, I'm not alone. Like, I'm really disappointed that it feels like they have this necessity to like want to throw a gang in every Pokemon game just for the sake of like we need a team to keep up with like the thematics. But the main issue they have with the recent teams is that like they haven't really written like a proper like organized storyline for them. And the last time we had like a really good dynamic was, interestingly, was Team Skull in Pokemon Sun and Moon, and Ultra Sun and Moon, of course. They weren't even the actual bad guys. They were puppeted by the actual villains of the Alola region. And I find that writing to be like really good. But like since then, it feels like, how do I put this? The monumental like impact that a gang has on a Pokemon story, it's just lost. After Pokemon Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon, I feel like it's just lost, my dudes. But I feel like in return, the villains that they have written in the most recent times, I feel like they shine a bit of like a glimmer of hope. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. I don't know how to feel overall about like how they're writing supposedly villainous groups nowadays. Yeah, I agree. Like Team Yell really should have just like been stuck as the NPC role. When in reality you just find Team Yell to just be completely what is it? Like Marnie shrimps, like Marnie fans, like very, very overly protected Marnie fans is like, and Marnie's like super flippin' cute. They just completely lose their value, and you even had like one team member who forgot their makeup. uh I just don't know how to feel about it sometimes. Was there anything else I recently missed regarding Pokemon Scarlet and Violet? I watched the competitive trail. I did watch the Pokemon Presents on August 3rd, so that was the thing. Let me look at the world overview thing again. I don't remember if I caught this or not.
The newest titles in the Pokemon series are the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games. These titles will be open-world RPGs, a first for the Pokemon series. Sprawling landscapes and vibrant towns.
I think I might have caught this, but I want to study it again.
The Paldea region, where your new adventure will unfold. These are the legendary Pokemon, Koraidon and Miraidon. You'll rely on one of them as a partner in your adventure. Climb on! And together you'll dash across grassy fields, move across water, and glide through the sky. Your partner can change forms as needed while you explore every nook and cranny of the region with them. You will be enrolling at a certain academy as a student.
And your boy's gonna get the Violet version. I'm
And
gonna
a
be
special
on
independent
Violet
study
when I
project
finally
awaits
start
you.
the games.
The Treasure Hunt. Through it, you'll embark on a journey to find treasure of your own here in Paldea. 3 grand stories are waiting for you. One story will revolve around the familiar gym battles. You'll go to 8 Pokemon gyms and aim for the champion rank. In these games, there is no set path you must take when challenging the gyms. Chart your very own course along Victory Road. The other 2 stories you'll experience hold many surprises and discoveries as well. Which story will you begin with? How will you progress through them? It is all up to you. Professor Sada and Professor Churro, research legends passed on in the Paldea region. Mr. Clavel is the director of the academy you'll attend.
And was that the Professor Turo is pronounced as Churro
And
at
Mr.
first?
Jacques is your
Like Churro
homeroom
the
teacher
Giga Chat.
who teaches biology. You'll have your battle-loving friend, Nimona. And you'll meet Arvin, an upperclassman and a great cook. There's also Penny, a shy student in your grade. There are gym leaders too, like Grusha, the Ice-type gym leader. The people you meet in Paldea are sure to enrich your adventures. Many different species of Pokemon also call the Paldea region home. This Pokemon is the Paldean regional form of Wooper.
Chocoboop.
It lives on the
I remember
land and covers
Chocoboop.
its body with a poisonous film. Fido are delightfully squishy Pokemon that are smooth to the touch.
How many
And
meme names
here's
are they
the
gonna...
Titan, which has a large body and a hard horn that can freeze its surroundings. Of course, we also have the Pokemon from which you'll choose your
I need to
first
know the
partner.
final evolutions of the
For
starters,
Vegito,
though.
Fuecoco,
So I can, like, plan better for, like,
and
after the
Quaxly.
Pokemon League.
Enjoy meeting lots of Pokemon. And complete your Pokédex as part of your adventure.
A Lechonk entry.
By using the Union Circle, you can enjoy co-op play with up to 3 friends. You can go look for Pokemon you haven't yet discovered. Or even ride together to race across the map. Enjoy all the Paldea region has to offer with family and friends. The terrestrial phenomenon makes Pokemon shine like gems. All Pokemon in the Paldea region are able to terrastalize, which can provide a boost to a Pokemon's type and make its moves stronger.
So they can actually be, like, any whatever element, not just its
Some
own.
Pokemon will change type when they terrastalize.
Oh yeah, that's the pre-order Pikachu.
What type they become seems to depend on that Pokemon's Terra type. For example, an Eevee would typically remain normal type after terrastalizing, but there could be Eevee that become grass or water type after terrastalizing. We hope you'll try to catch Pokemon with rare Terra types. Pokemon that have rare Terra types are more likely to appear in Terra raid battles. You can challenge Terra Pokemon in these battles with up to 3 other
I
trainers.
love doing raids, honestly.
This is a new kind of raid battle. Where
Yeah,
you
I
can
agree,
attack
Kirby,
or
I
heal
agree with
your
you.
own timing without having to wait for your allies.
Because in all honesty, it's like... I don't know
Try to
why they,
cooperate
like...
with your allies to get the upper hand in these battles.
I don't know why they get rid of them. In the most
After
recent...
you
In a lot of
successfully
recent
defeat a
entries.
Terra Pokemon, you'll get the opportunity to catch it for yourself. We've kept all the things you love about Pokemon. while evolving the adventure you can have in Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. We hope you look forward to the day you set out on your adventure.
Okay, yeah, we're missing lore. Like, we're missing, like, major lore. Yeah, we're absolutely missing major lore. Like, why is flippin' Miraidon so futuristic while Koraidon is just, like, our more traditional, like, vehicle and whatnot? We're missing, like, we got all these videos of, like, game mechanics and landscapes and different characters and whatnot, but, like, we're missing, like, lore. That part of that is, like, what makes a bunch of Pokemon fans, like, far. But right now, it feels like we're missing, like, a bigger picture of the game overall, in all honesty. Is this a video that we've seen before? But yeah, I do agree, Kirby. The one time they actually really maintained the combat gimmick was in... Why do I keep on bringing up Pokemon Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon? It's literally because in Pokemon Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon, you could use both Z moves and Mega Evos. And you were fine like that in the game. And then afterwards, they completely scrapped preserving combat gimmicks, those gimmicks, and went on with, like, Dynamax battles in Sword and Shield. And there was some hope. Like, honestly, the Pokemon Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon, they had, like, a bunch of different, like, neat directions going. Although its major setback was still being a handheld Pokemon game that's still very linear when they couldn't let you progress wherever you want to go. However, it's like it had like a pretty good premise and had a really interesting plot direction going for it. I did preserve all of my Ultra Moon gameplay on Twitch. However, I do want to return to the Alola region for like a Nuzlocke run at some point. Probably like one of the OG game for a Nuzlocke. What else was I going to say? But yeah, it's so flippin' intriguing that they have to do like all these combat gimmicks. That's so absolutely experimental, but like they don't choose to preserve it, which can be a good thing because it may not necessarily fit like a main. It can only fit like a niche of players and not general overall players. Like in Pokemon X and Y, yeah, in Pokemon X and Y, Rip Z, that's only in the anime. We had like those flying battles, right? But you could only use those for Pokemon that can really fly. And in Pokemon Black and White and Black and White 2, we had like those weird rotational battles that you can like choose to rotate your Pokemon to throw off your opponents, which again was very intriguing. I think was probably like one of the most intriguing combat gimmicks they've ever released to date. Um, am I missing anything right now? Mega Evos, I think, just really broke a lot of Pokemon and who can Mega Evolve in general. And Z moves are just like over glorified OP moves. But at the same time, would you really want to actually have a Pokemon hold a Z Stone compared to an item like a Life Orb or Leftovers when you're actually in comp? If you think about it. Same thing with like the Mega Evo Stone, I guess, if we're thinking about like Pokemon comps in the long run. And yeah, Sword and Shield was just so flippin' weird that like the DLC helped make it a complete game, and not even the post game for Pokemon Sword and Shield was like it felt like a really weird thrown in like story that was like that that came out of nowhere. It's so weird. They restricted Pokemon you could use, but didn't force us to try out lesser Pokemon. Yeah, that's true. With the um with Sword and Shield at least, the Dynamaxing isn't like completely restrictive. And the terrestrializing here doesn't seem completely restrictive as well. I just feel like terrestrialize overall is not anything groundbreakingly new. It's just a culmination of what we have with Dynamax and Mega Evos and Z moving, I guess. It's like those three, a culmination of like those three into one core combat gimmick idea. It's really unfortunately not anything new, but like at least it's something. So, yeah. But yeah, I feel that way too. I feel that way too. Like, there's good things to come, and yeah, there's literally like really, really good things to come for Pokemon moving forward. It's just that it's all about the execution now. Like we as a player base have a major amount of feedback and a great amount of passion for the franchise, whether it be for the trading card games or the whatchamacallit, the trading card games, the anime, the overall IP in general. And we want it to be like the best it can be, just like how Ash wants to be the very best. Um, but it's just all about the execution nowadays, and so there's still the main concern, I guess, of the game moving forward. But in any case, what was I going to do next? Let me actually. There's good stuff. I just don't want to pay $60 for. And that's totally understandable because like you never have to pay like full price for a Pokemon game as a AAA game. I might still like go for I'll probably still go for the pre-order regardless, just because like I'm one of those like people who honestly doesn't mind like throwing my throwing some of my money away to Nintendo. Hey, what's up, Illusion? Thank you for the follow, by the way. How you doing? Welcome on into my welcome into our end of watching Pokemon Scarlet and Violet discussion. As we're currently discussing about our expectations for Pokemon moving forward. Also, Pokemon Gold Silver 2 feels like a good length for a $60 campaign. Are you talking about like playing like both games together as a package or something? But yeah, welcome on in. How are you doing? How are you doing? Oh, you have a Yanfei picture, actually. That Yanfei is super duper cute. She's one of my favorite characters. On Genshin. No, the fact that you go to True. True. You go to Johto and you go to Kanto. And we never had that experience in any other Pokemon games. And we've only had that experience vicariously through the anime in the Pokemon Sun and Moon anime, when the whole cast of characters, Ash brought the Alola game back to Kanto, where we have Brock and Misty flexing their Mega Evos, and Brock is just as like jacked as ever with his Mega Evo Steelix. Having a surprise revisit region per new $60, it would be fun, yeah. Heart Gold and Soul Silver is still the GOAT for me, honestly. Like, it's the GOAT. Heart Gold and Soul Silver is the GOAT for like a lot of people, honestly. You know what's like really goated is that like I think it's like the fact that there's like one exclusive event in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, where if you did not get the key to such event, you would never experience it in normal gameplay, ever. Which is so weird with their Generation 4 games that they had to, like, I don't know. This is, like, what my very concern right now is that if they ever revisit a remake, because, like, they've remade the Kanto region for, like, 2 times already? And the third time, I understand it was try to connect to the audience of Pokemon Go, right? Because we have a bunch of players who came from Pokemon Go as their main Pokemon game, and they wanted to do like a hybrid, like a mix between like traditional Pokemon and Pokemon Go Pokemon. I think as its own spin-off thing, like the third Kanto remake was okay. But now I'm like worried that if they want to do like a third Johto remake, I don't know how to feel. On the one hand, it would be pretty hype to go back and forth between Johto and Kanto again, because considering how small Johto is. But at the same time, I don't know. There's good stuff to be expected, but once again, like it's all about the execution nowadays. Cause like in Pokemon Sword and Shield, they've had good ideas. It's just that the execution for them is just not 100%. In all honesty. Honestly, I take Let's Go Johto because it's a huge map and they could fix the Pokemon distribution that way. That's pretty fair in all honesty. It does make me wonder if like the Let's Go will if they will ever continue like the latest way back remakes with the what is it? The Let's Go format, or they're just gonna go back to traditional remaking old Pokemon that way. Because the last time they went back to traditional remaking with Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, uh, it's not that I'm nervously laughing because like I found the game to be like really blasé with missing element. It's just that like the thing that I'm really disappointed with Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl overall is that they cut out so much good concept. There was concept for Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl that wanted it to be like an open world game. But Game Freak, the Pokemon company, said, no, we're doing that for Legends Arceus instead. They wanted to actually... The original design for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, the remade Sinnoh, was going to be like an expanded Sinnoh, but all we get now is like not the design team's fault, not the current team's fault. It's just they wanted to actually get people hyped on Legends Arceus because they want to actually make the Pokemon Legends series something more to be excited for by making that the open world game than Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. It's not like the actual development team's fault. They just got completely like pooped on by the Pokemon company. But yes, it's more like it's like an HD remaster. It's not completely the team's fault, no matter how you look at it. If you like did a bunch of background digging and whatnot, I feel sorry for them in all honesty, because when I looked at the concept art online, and it looked like really super impressive with how like fleshed out and expanded these towns and villages of Sinnoh are. Like that's a game I wanted to see as the actual Sinnoh remake. Cause like the last time I feel like they've fleshed out the overworld a bit well for a remake was Oris. Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, honestly. Even though like I haven't touched Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire and watched gameplay of it, it is going to be a game that I will be at some point in the future playing for the first time because I haven't played Generation 3 yet. I actually really need to visit some Pokemon generations I haven't visited yet. I know I want to do a Nuzlocke for Pokemon the Black and White sequel. I'm planning to do a Nuzlocke for one of the games. I don't know if I want to do Black 2 or White 2 because I've owned both original games. But that game is going to be my first Nuzlocke for sure. I'm currently arranging my first shiny hunting for Brilliant Diamond. My first shiny is going to be a Murkrow. Hopefully, it's early. Otherwise, we're going to be like spending an eternity, just like I spent an eternity getting Oshawott and missed out on getting a pre-order costume for Dawn. By the least of it, in like the post game of Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, shinies are easier to find in the underground. Oh boy, I can't believe they removed secret bases though. The underground was a really fun like part of OG Generation 4. And you don't have the base functions for it now, and just That would make the underground more complete if they added the base functions back in, you know? Like capture the flag, setting up traps and whatnot in the underground. That and having a very personalized decorated base on top of the Pokemon statues. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with the Pokemon statues and whatnot. It's just that they shrunk down the base to being a Pokemon statue closet. That's it. uh and it just like breaks my heart considering like my first playable Pokemon experience was Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. And it upsets me even more when like Pokemon Platinum was the last quote unquote third game of any Pokemon generation. And there was this whole video on Did You Know Gaming where they originally had the idea, they trademarked Pokemon Gray, but they went on to make Black and White 2, even though those were not the intended games to come after Pokemon Black and White. It's just like how it would be logical for Pokemon Z to come out after Pokemon XY, but XYZ became an anime arc, and we end up getting Z moves in Sun and Moon. It's like something's been pretty whack with the development of Pokemon nowadays that doesn't become too logical in their design schemes anymore. Aura's secret bases are so good. It's flabbergasting, really, how like that's the thing for like Aurus. The thing that Aurus was missing though was like its own like expanded battle frontier. I think that was a crutch for Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl too. It's like so weird that like the main thing for Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl was that they have the amount of platinum integrations they had is so minimum that if you like look at the game itself, you would barely notice any of the platinum features in it. Ultra Sun and Moon was a mistake in my opinion. It's really it feels like pretty weird when like I haven't played the original Sun and Moon, but I just dove right into Ultra Sun and Moon as my first Alola game. But I definitely wanted to play like one of the originals to get like the original experience for it. It probably has the pros and cons, but it feels like I don't know why they have to be repetitive on making a sequel game again. Well, technically, it's not really like a sequel game. It's like the same story, but expanded upon. I don't know. Yet, interestingly, though, here's the thing. Despite Pokemon Black and White having its very eccentrically designed Pokemon, they had some really riveting story writing. And I don't often say the word riveting, but I will say that like it's really like the character dynamic with N and his connection with Team Plasma was like really something. But then something felt weird when like you transition from Pokemon Black and White to Pokemon Black and White 2. I know like the general gist of the story. I feel like they really didn't really need N to come back in Pokemon Black and White 2. I felt like that like broke his character a little bit. I prefer the Sun and Moon story over Ultra Sun and Moon. That's fair. That's honestly very fair. I think all of us are feeling nostalgic at the moment. I feel like all of us are so flippin' nostalgic at the moment for like the Pokemon games we've enjoyed. What we've been missing from the past that's not brought into the present. I didn't pay the full price for Pokemon Shield, thankfully, but like there. This is the picture from That's Not My Picture. I just use it as a template to cover up anything. They have good ideas. There's good ideas. It's just that it wasn't the best execution at all, in all honesty, of everything combined all together. I think the difficulty in it lies in, I guess, a company wanting to make an open world game. Because making an open world game is a very ambitious project. Like, we look at Genshin Impact, we look at Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and Tears of the Lost Kingdom coming up next year. Tears of the Lost Kingdom is the next Legend of Zelda open world. We look at the latest Assassin's Creed games. We look at Ubisoft's Immortal Phoenix Rising, their version of um Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Lost Kingdom. We look at Tower Fantasy, which is what I'm going to transition to next when I'm done speaking. We look at Wuthering Waves. Like, open world games are very, very ambitious projects, and when like deadlines want to be met and not everything on the table can be like brought into the actual game, like people will notice. People will notice corners being cut. People will notice when like something is missing that should have been there in the game to begin with. So like I'm I really honestly do hope that this is that Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is a fleshed out Generation 9 game to begin Generation 9, in all honesty, because it's better to like, and this is what I really like with Tears of the Lost Kingdom. It's better that they push back the release date to make sure the game is perfected rather than release a rushed out, incomplete, really borked, broken product to begin with. And a lot of us gamers here in amongst Nintendo community, amongst the Miltendies, we definitely do not want to see a game ruined by the fact that it was rushed out there and not taken its time to make sure all the effort and little details are like not rushed and whatnot. I'm losing my sense of English, but I think I'm getting my point across. uh, in any case, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Yeah, that I wouldn't be surprised about that. In all honesty, I would not be very surprised if that's the case. What can you do? Well, now that Pokemon is out of the way, the next thing on the agenda, unfortunately, we are going to be watching the Super Mario Brothers movie trailer. That's going to be at the very end, though, because that's the 1 p.m. thing. So that's going to be happening 3 hours from now. So in the meantime, between now and the movie trailer, I guess we might as well just like hop into TOF for a little bit. Oh, and see if we can flip out about these polls or not. Okay, let me make sure the game is going, get my drink of water, etc., etc. I think I'll keep the background music playing, because I vibe with jazz sometimes. Let me also make sure the game audio is working too. Switching scenes, looking at the sound, game audio. Alright, I'm just gonna let the song finish for a little bit. Otherwise, how have you been doing, Tempest? Oh, I forgot to claim Mia's kitchen for the... Whoops. That's my bad. It's okay though. We needed to get the what is it? The vitality spent anywho. Okay, good. This is the last song on the playlist. How are things looking on Twitter? Are people flipping out on Twitter right now? I need more cat gifts is what's going on. No worries. I could probably like send some your way. Honestly, at the end of the day, it's always nice to have a floofy video or a floofy GIF to relax on. Honestly, I was actually once a pet owner. For anybody who didn't know, I was as I never shared the news, but I've been a pet owner before. I've had two Yorkies, two Yorkshire Terriers, and the first little boy was he was feisty, he was adorable, but I didn't get to know him too well. And then our second little girl has stayed with us for a long time, and I didn't get a chance to like play with her for the last time before she passed. So it was really heartbreaking to not be able to embrace her one more time, even though like yeah. So I don't think I'll be having a pet myself for a long while. Like I can have a digital pet, but a real pet,
I need to cheer up.
I need to cheer up too, honestly. I always like it when people talk to me about their pets and share their pets with me and how well they get along with their pets or how feisty they don't get along with their pets. But dogs are pretty cool. I wish I could be like tolerant of cats. I'm just allergic.
Mia is currently executing food preparation sequence. Please wait.
Oh, schnizzles, we got our Clotho supply pod ready. That means I need to get a new one. Okay, is the Phase 3 open yet? No, it's not open yet. It should not say unlocked. When the heck is Phase 3? Oh. Oh. Wait. Not enough backpack slots. What do you mean not enough backpack slot? Thank you, Kirby, thank you. What do you mean I don't have enough backpack slots? Dude, I have 81... I have 79 out of... Ugh. Oh, it's a bug? Then again, I shouldn't be surprised considering how buggy this game does get. Great. Alright, so Phase 3 is not happening anytime soon, so that means I need to make up the last red nuclei, I guess, that I'm missing. It's fine. It's easy for me to get a bunch of crystals anyways, since I've been hoarding them like a madman. Alright, I want to get this over with right. Before I do this, I want to actually make sure we get some black nuclei first. Maybe I could get like a couple of proof of purchases, so that way I could do like 2 multis on the matrices. And I could do like one final 10 pull on the... This is stupid, actually. My previous SSR on gold was at like hard pity like 70 pulls ago. And I have not gotten a single SSR. I have not gotten a single SSR since then. Yeah, I think it's because of the price adjustment in specific regions. Yeah, I have Void Rift runs, but I just need, like, people to do them with. Because the last one was, we ended up dying. Oh yeah, we ended up dying on the last one. Oh boy. Alright, let's get everything else out of the way first. So, 3 dailies will get me the black nuclei I need for 2 multis. 1 daily will get me 1 gold, but that means I still need to get 2 golds from somewhere. And I'm not using my dark crystals for gold, because that was a mistake I made in Chinese server. Oof to me. It hasn't really affected, like, the Americas, which is, like, the region that I play on. But, man. Oh, I know. Achievements. If I can get this to, like, 1500, I can get myself... Yep. Because I already finished my, all of my boss runs. And... unless I find a gold one in the artificial island. That's all I'm thinking. Yeah, unless I find a gold one in the artificial island. Lieutenant Dan, Aiden Zella Elites, Fifis of the Young Brothers, Right Hand Kai. Ding, no Rat Brother. I think I could do probably a couple of Void Rifts. Physical damage increase. I am not a physical damage dealer, sadly. I just got Shiro's weapon recently. On black nuclei. Yeah, 23 points till, like, the next, achievement rewards. Elite enemies should help, but I think, like, collecting could also be good, too. 23 points. 4 elite enemies should do the trick. Or, like, simply doing exploration by just... Actually, no, hold on a second. Oh, I can't even own my 4th vehicle because the part that I need for the vehicles are so difficult to get. Wait. Oh my flippin' goodness. If I get like 7 more broccolis and 7 more fire caps, that would give me 25 points each. That would give me, I mean, 25 points in total. Oh, that's just perfect. Okay, 7 more in Astra, and where... Wait, what's the rarity of a fire cap? Crown region. Oh, for anybody who plays this game, by the way, I'm on Solaris server because all the cool kids are on Solaris, apparently. Let me actually make sure to drink some water before I continue. Okay, I'm back. Alright, let me actually, like, display the death
Giving my
count.
best today.
That's not the death counter, but the black nuclei counter, as we call it. That was a good drink of water. I need to change that counter, though, so that way we can actually change it to the how many pulls till I get, like, my first copy of Cobalt B. I think really interesting, though, is that I was able to get, I don't think I could get any luckier than an SSR on a single 10 pull in Chinese server, because that's what happened. I got it on video. I posted it on TikTok, and that's never gonna happen to me again. I know it. The earliest luck that I had was the beginning of the game, where, like, after our guaranteed echo, 2 golds later, I got a single, 2 golds later, I got myself a single, Coca Ritter. And thankfully at the end of that 80, thankfully at the end of that, that first 80 pulls, we were able to get, like, a C1 Coca Ritter. Which is really fantastic because, that works really well for her. What I really still wish is that, more SSRs in this game could be like the 5 stars of Genshin, in which, like, you don't necessarily need extra copies of her or him, of the weapon, in order for it to be, like, super universally effective. Because the other day I was talking about Cobalt B's weapon, right? The other day I was, like, talking about it, looking over it. And it feels like anybody who wants to actually min max this weapon would have to go to the 3-star advancement to, like, maximize its damage. Probably 4-star to crown it off. However, like, the thing is, in order to, like, if you want to go to, like, 5 to 6 stars, you need to actually know, you actually have to do your rotations well, because the rotation involves using a weapon dodge skill to, like, maximize the damage. So you gotta, like, put burn, use a weapon dodge skill in conjunction with the ion scorching burn from the advancement of this weapon. But for anybody who just wants to, like, use Flaming Revolver as, like, a regular DPS weapon, and actually is looking to maximize it, probably at best, like, 3 to 4 stars but that would be a considerable investment considering that you don't win 50-50s in this game. And when all is lost, you just use your... What is it? Not the black golds, the... whatchamacallit currency. The flame golds, right. The flame golds in order to... There it is, the limited store. The flame golds to use on the limited store. Imagine if this was in Genshin, where, like, if you get enough glitter, and you can get a 5-star with glitter. It's essentially that gold system reminds me of the glitter on Genshin. Hey yo, speaking of Genshin, what's up Narukami VS? How's you doing, fam? How was your stream? What'd you get done? Let me go ahead and give you a shout out, my dude. How was your stream? How was Genshin? What'd you guys do?
I'm trying to save the chocolate one, but I'm gonna eat this one.
Hey, that was the man's on his birthday. That's real, though. Like, when you're an adult and you don't have a birthday party anymore, you just get your own cake. Nothing like a good... Oh, no, I'm so sorry they got an ad. Let me know when you're back from the ad. What was I doing again? Right, broccoli. So we're going back to Astra for the broccoli. Do I have a bounty in Astra? No, I don't. It's kind of also funny how, like, Astra is, like, one of the words of Catherine's line of add extra applesauce. 1 hour ago, Pokemon dropped a new trailer, so I had to watch it, and then we had this whole discussion of, like, Pokemon nostalgia. Pokemon dropped a new 15-minute overview video of the new game coming up, and then, at 2 a.m. for you, that's when they dropped the trailer for the Super Mario Bros. Movie. I'll let you know how I feel about Chris Pratt being Nintendo's main man after we watch the video. Yeah. Don't worry about missing out on the release of the video. I'll let you know and then you can watch it for yourself later. I forgot what broccoli looks like. I definitely know they're in Astra and I picked them up before. Man, it feels like really nostalgic to be back into tutorial land. How's everybody doing from Narukami VS's stream? I am Nintendo. I usually play Nintendo, but I also play Genshin, yo. But right now we're playing Tower Fantasy as we're trying to get ourselves some polls in, because we're about to do some polls pretty soon after I finish a bunch of stuff. Because I want to do multiple polls. I want to do limited time polls. I want to do limited time polls, permanent polls, all the polls to see if we have any luck on our polls on this session. But first I need to grab some achievements in order for us to get like some freebies. And I am probably going to the wrong location. I can't believe like 2.0 for this game is around the corner. I gotta do this game's stories pronto. Is that person AFK farming? They're AFK farming. Typical MMORPG stuff. The main thing people AFK farm in this game I know is a piece of a mount, and I have yet to get that mount. Well, technically I have pieces of it. I have this piece right here, but I don't want to bother farming for it. Yeah. We'll probably farm that for fun some other time. Thank you for letting me know, Tempest. Yeah, I don't have the best memory. Let me actually shout myself out because I want to see if it will actually post up any Pepego or PogChamps clips.
and even though
hey, that's me in a wig.
This is the song. Okay, see, that's, ladies and gentlemen, that's how you do kamikaze for a good reason.
That's how you do
you-
kamikaze.
Okay, I'm gonna get a clip of this, but that is how you properly do a kamikaze, alright? Okay? Just like that.
That was an insane wig I
Exactly,
wore.
don't try this out.
Man, I miss playing Smash Bros.
Surprised
I mean, it's
they
still
put
fun, it
kamikaze,
just...
like, it's literally called
I don't find
kamikaze
enjoyment in it anymore.
game.
For content. Like, it's a game I'll still play for fun with people, it's just that... I don't know. I was pretty happy that Sora came out as the final character. We'll say that for sure. Southern side, Robarg area. This is, wait a minute, hold on a second. Okay, people killed the boss already, good. I do need, like, one more matricy from this boss to get the poison bonus. I still find it, like, very crazy, very insane that somebody would even bother to, what is it? Try to solo the world of bosses on their own. I guess it's doable, but, like, do you really want to put all that time and effort to do that? Because, like, we have our own artificial islands now. We have our own, bosses. Well, then again, they reset once per week, so there's that caveat. Alright, so we are on the southern side. Broccoli is a vegetable just like pizza is a vegetable. I used to play in competitions. I'm now just that one friend that sometimes beats out all the friends at the parties. That's fair. But if I go to a tournament, I'm dead. Easy last place. Yeah, I got somebody, back on the topic of Pokemon. I got one of my classmates to go to a Pokemon competition. She didn't place very high. Not surprisingly. I guess due to lack of interest or something, she didn't stay for the rest of it. There's some games I would not mind watching the competition for, but then I eventually lose out on interest over time. It's not on ground level, is it? No, there's just a lot of water on ground level. That was a weird body transition. This relic combo is still really good to this day. The grappling hook and the glider combo.
Count them and into the inventory they go.
Oh, hold on. I just Googled it. Apparently best is to go behind the Astra shelter for the remaining broccoli. I think I was right there, though. I just didn't see them. I didn't realize, like, how much purple yam I have. I don't think that's enough to... Is it enough? Hold on, let me check the terminal. Nah, that's not even enough. We still need to get the broccoli. I'm not gonna lie, ingredient hunting for that one cooking event was like a little bit tiresome. Especially for those who need eel, because this game does not have a lot of eel for, like, the demanding in the dishes they want with eel. Wait, isn't there an ingredient like that in Genshin? What is the most difficult to get ingredient in Genshin? Or, like, one of the most difficult to get? Oh. Interesting. I rarely see people opening up chests in the same map that I'm in. Hey, no problem, my dude. Take a good rest, get ready for work and whatnot, and we hope to see you around again. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, my dude. True, I agree. I agree with crabs and fish. It's like I need to look at a YouTube video, otherwise I'm going to be so lost looking at a picture. Okay, let's see, what's the best YouTube video for me to look up for this? Oh, I know why I'm missing it up. They look like cauliflowers. They look like literal cauliflowers, that's why I can't see them.
Time to relax.
The frick they're at the... Oh boy. Yeah, have a good one as well, my dude. Crabs are still annoying, just not as annoying? Yeah, that's fair, that's fair. Falcon Coast was like a go-to spot for crabs. The secret island in Mondstadt was a go-to spot as well. Oh god. Oh goodness sakes. Okay, so they said to start over here. Looks like people are talking about Cobalt B already in the global chat. I'll probably just get, like, base copy Cobalt B, and provided that she does become permanent in the future, I hope she does, then I'll get my copies of her that way. Unless we get, like, super duper lucky, which I don't think will be the case, but, like, you never know. Okay, so there's one broccoli over here. Yeah, these things literally look like cauliflowers. So I, like, miss out on these. Unless it's a translation error. Is it a translation error? It's kind of like how, what is it? Lemon and lime are kind of like the same fruit in specific languages, and they don't have a differentiation between lemon and lime. Dude, I did wake you up. What the heck? Dude, you could just go back to sleep. What did I do? Okay, there we go.
You'll regret this.
Oh yeah, I should turn my controls back on. There we go. Alright, so we finally got the broccoli we need. And we can finally get these rewards. That is one final 10 pull for a hard pity SSR. That's so embarrassing. In addition, we have 2 choice matricy pulls. Hopefully we get one before the hard pity. And we got a mushroom to consume. Consume the mushroom. I feel like we eat stamina so much easily in this game, more so than Genshin. I don't know, it just feels weird coming from Genshin. I see the stamina just easily drain away. Okay, what was I gonna do next? Right, dailies. They are all over the place, are they? Oh, God. Why couldn't my dailies not stay in one spot? Like, or why can't you give me, like, half-hand in the item dailies, game? Come on. I would appreciate that, but nope, you gotta make me work for this. Well. What can we do? What can we do? I think what we're gonna do, like, 950? What was the last one? 858? Or 828? It was 858, I believe. Or 878 was the last SSR, and that was our first Shiro. But of course, as with like a bunch of the major DPS SSRs, is that they need a bunch of copies. Samir is the exception. Samir doesn't need extra copies to become like jacked up. She's already like jacked up by herself. Samir right now has been the main weapon, with as an exception that doesn't need extra copies of it. The weapons that I have right now for SSRs do need extra copies. Well, Meryl and King's weapon are fine. Coco Ritter's weapon are fine. But Zero, Crow, Tsubasa, and Shiro need copies. Ugh, great. Thankfully, I should have enough black gold to get an extra weapon copy real soon. Maybe I should just get another copy of Crow, since I like using this weapon so much. But yeah, I would definitely like more weapons in this game to be like the 5-star characters of Genshin, to like not require extra copies to become like universally viable. Actually, I wonder if the tier list website has updated with Cobalt B yet. Let me pause the game real quick. Tier list website. GG... The GG website. Tower Fantasy. Alright, they added Cobalt B here. Where does it say? Wow. Why am I not surprised? Okay, they really want people to dump their entire mortgage for this character. Let me bring up the website real quick.
Giving my best today.
You see how they like say they want you to actually, they recommend getting 5-star flippin' Claudia? They want people to 6-star Cobalt B. This is the same people who make the Genshin Impact tier list.
Giving my best today.
I'm at a loss of words. I'm honestly at a loss of words. It's kind of also where I grab my knowledge from, a little bit, my insight from. But tier lists are always subject to change, but man. The main issue is that, like, there's a major learning curve for 5 and 6 stars because it takes like major practice to get the rotations right, I think. Yeah, it requires specific rotations to maximize the damage for 5 to 6 stars at Cobalt B.
Giving my best today.
If anyone's wondering why I'm like using a Bailing skin, it's because recently I found her to be really cute. Just my personal preference. I'm starting to like think she's cute. I just want to do this like this gate real quick, because I could always use more of those nanofibers. Now I know the gates don't really give the most amount of resources per your vitality, but I haven't spent my vitality in who knows how many hours.
Doing my best. You regret
Yeah, I can see why the 3-star gates are the most packed at the moment, and people don't want to do the 1-star, what is it, the 1-star, 2-star ones. I just want to get some vitality spent. Oh, there you are.
Show me all you got.
doing my best. All in.
Okay, they really be out here wanting me to take out elite enemies, like 3 elite enemies. Bruh. Well, that's fantastic. How did I find a Clotha supply pod on a random enemy I just Spider-Man'd? What? How did I just find one on a random enemy? Well, that was interesting. Okay, what's this one? A ticket, or is it for the gold pulls? Ah. It's fine. It's fine. I'm patient. Oh, nice. 9 plus 9 is 18.
I have to keep this safe.
Alright, what's next? I have to take out Fifi. Personally, I would prefer to go after the Rat Brothers as my daily, because... I still don't have the flippin' Dyson. Okay, so I think probably the reason why I don't have the specific vehicle is because how much I joke about it and keep calling it a vacuum cleaner. I keep on saying how much, like, Dyson probably sponsors this game or something. I can't help it, though. Like, it does make me think it's a vacuum cleaner. Patience is finding a blue Omnium beacon in the middle of the ocean out of spite. Ah. Those dirty sons of guns. I haven't gone Omnium beacon hunting in a long time. I just never really felt like the need to, personally. I mean, sure, you can steal somebody else's resources. But at the same time, you need to put in effort to steal some from somebody's resources. There would be people who would place their beacons outside the map, though. Now that's really dirty. I still need to figure out these broken towers. I think it's tied to a world quest, so I'm gonna have to save the world quest for another day. And all we do is hold left click here, or just left click simulator. Okay, left click simulator is almost done. Left click simulator. I mean, it's not far from the truth. Like, a lot of times Genshin is also left click simulator on PC. combat theme of this zone, actually. It's one of my favorites. I don't know if I used up all my dream machines or whatnot. I'm pretty sure I haven't. Okay, it is time. We have a bunch of polls to do. Black nuclei, choice matrices, we'll then do gold nuclei, and then 180 saved, not necessarily saved for like all of burning reaction, but we're going to be doing this until we get a single copy of Cobalt B. I don't know how much pulls that will be, but hopefully the damage won't be too great. But we're gonna go with the black nuclei first because our expectations are pretty much the lowest on black nuclei. So, let's get the counter ready. So last time we were at 930, this is going to 940. Yes, I keep track of this. Okay, nothing at 940. Let's go to 950. And as expected, nothing from 950. Okay, so the only goal, let me see, I think this is like the second series of multi-polls we're doing for Weapons Galore. So this is going to go into polls number, this is going to go into 60 and 70 polls. We're going to 60. I already have a 3-piece of Barbarossa, but if I could upgrade that piece, I could upgrade it. Same thing with the Hilda one, actually. This might be acceptable. 70. This is going to 70. They know how much I adore Biling recently. They decided to give me Biling's matrices. That's very sweet. Okay. For the record, the last SSR was Crow at 240. This is going into 320. This is number 310 to 320. What the heck is going to happen here? Let's find out. We take that. I needed more copies of him. I appreciate this other copy of him at 320. Boom. And while we're at it, we might as well go ahead and get a C3 Crow from the shop.